We just arrived to the airport after a long journey and a huge adventure. I'm gonna say everything later. So for now we're gonna drop off our luggage and check in and pass the control, and we'll speak later. Well, I never got a chance to take out my phone and explain to you guys what happened. It was so overwhelming traveling with a newborn. We were supposed to catch a train to Gatwick. We arrived there on time and there was a huge delay because there was a huge accident. So after waiting a few minutes, they said that they would replace the line, and after trying to find a seat that fits all of us in the train, we thought that it may not work because they have already having delays for so many hours. It's better to get a taxi to Gatwick. So we called a taxi, and thank God there was no delays and no traffic, so we arrived at the airport on time. So after dropping off our luggage, passed through the control. Let me tell you at this point that going through a control with a newborn is so much more complicated, but having a stroller with you through the airport is the easiest option. You have the baby in the stroller and you go through the control with the stroller. When it's time for your turn, the security people, they will take the stroller to get it through the control, and you just have to hold the baby in your arms, and it's pretty easy. So after we did that, we found some seats to wait until the gate was announced. Our little one had some pre-flight snack, and after they announced the gate, we had a stop at the changing room. So our little one has a clean nappy before the takeoff. It's a pretty good facility. There is space for improvement, but there are changing rooms all over the airport, so you don't have to worry at all. You can find one at any time. Breastfeeding in the airport is pretty easy. No one is staring at you, so I didn't feel awkward at all. During takeoff, I try to breastfeed him, as I know that the sucking and swallowing movements can ease with the discomfort of the air pressure changes, but he was already sleeping, so I gave him his pacifier. It seemed that it worked. He didn't feel any discomfort, he didn't cry at all, he slept through most of the flight. He woke up once to feed, and I breastfeed him, which was very comfortable to do that. To be honest, I had purchased the seat next to my husband, so we're sitting together, and also I chose to sit next to the window so I have more privacy. It was the first time on the plane. I don't know how I would be having a stranger sitting next to me. He wouldn't fit properly still. We hadn't established our breastfeeding style, so I sat on the window and it was fine. Also, changing him in the toilet of the plane is pretty easy. There's a change table over the toilet. It was fine and easy to do so, and I felt so relaxed after some time because I was so anxious that he's gonna be crying for the whole plane and I wouldn't know what to do. But thank God he slept, and I took some nap too because I was exhausted, and it was a great first experience. I wouldn't change a thing. After landing, the pram was waiting for us next to the plane. We took it out from the cases and we put together, and we put the baby in the pram so we can go through the control. And after doing so, we went to find our suitcases and then meet my family and drive back home. So that was the first time we flew with the baby. It was a great experience, stressful at the beginning, but there's so many families flying with babies that you don't feel alone and you always have someone to ask. We're going to another trip soon when the baby will be 7 months old. I know that it may be a bit more complicated, so I will film that and give you an update, and we'll be able to compare how it was in comparison with the first one. So until my next video, thank you for watching and take care. Bye.